Hello, student. Today we are starting our new topic, smart objects. Smart objects are an autonomous physical and or a digital object that have sensing, processing, and networking capability and carry application logic. Okay, so they make sense of their local net environment and interact with human users. So they sense, log, and interrupt the what's occurring within themselves and the world, act on their own and intercommunicate with each other and exchange information with the people. Okay. So smart objects are small computers with a sensor or a actuator and a communication device embedded in objects such as a thermometer, car engine, light switches, and the industry machinery. So smart objects enable a wide range of application in areas such as home automation, building automation, factory monitoring, cities, structural health management system, smart grid, and energy management and transportation. So until recently, smart objects were realized with limited communication capabilities such as RFID tags, but the new generation of devices has a bidirectional wireless communication and sensors that provide a real-time data such as the temperature, pressure, vibration, and energy measurement. So smart objects can be battery operated, but not always, and typically have a three components: CPU, 8, 6, or 30-bit microcontroller, memory, and a low power wireless communication device. Okay, so the size is small and the price is low. This is the main motto of the smart objects. Okay. So advantages in designing IoT system based on smart objects are as follow. Energy saving is one of them, and so challenges of using smart objects are the smart objects are often constrained devices and are usually powered by battery. Okay, so frequently they are working in a real-time mode, and these are the main cause of the challenges. Okay, so other challenges is the connectivity. So currently a large number of networking technologies are being employed in connecting physical devices together and to the internet, and security and privacy is of a big concern for smart object based IoT systems. Diversity of communication technologies depending on the application and the environment in which the system is deployed. Smart objects can use a wide range of communication technology. Okay. So now we will see some communication patterns used for smart objects. So smart object communication pattern can be divided into three categories: one to one to many, and many to one. Okay, so what is these three category? We will see that smart objects have a specific communication patterns based on their application. Smart objects often communicate over unreliable communication channels. The radio transmission of smart object with a trans receiver may be distributed by other radio senders in the vicinity. Okay, so first, One-to-one communication is a pattern occurs when one smart object communicates with the another smart object. The communication may involve other smart objects. However, as the communication may be routed through a network of smart objects, figure 2.21 shows the one-to-one communication in the smart objects. So this object will communicate with this, then this object will communicate with this, and this object will communicate with this. There is only one to one communication. Okay, so not one to many and many to one. Okay, so this is a simple type of one channel communication. Okay, so class 1 device are quite constrained in a 1 second. Okay, so these are the some protocols which we sorry, communication patterns which will be used in one to many. What will happen? This is one, and this will can communicate with the many devices, and in many to one, many devices can communicate with the one that in the gateway. Okay, so this is the many to one is a type of gateway, and one to many is type of also a gateway, but reverse gateway. So one to many, one is a gateway and many is the sensors. Okay, so this is some communication patterns used for the smart objects. Okay, so now we have another one important topic of your syllabus, that the IoT system building blocks. So the hardware utilized in IoT system includes devices for a remote dashboard, devices for controls, servers, and routing or bridge device and sensors. So these devices manage key tasks. Key task and the functions such as system activation, action specification, security, communication, and detection to support specific goals and action. Okay, so major components of IoT devices are as follows. First is a control unit, a small computer on a single integrated circuit containing processor, core, memory, and programmable IO peripherals. It is responsible for the main operation. Sensors, devices that can measure a physical quantity and convert it into a signal, which can be read by interpreted by microcontroller unit. And this device consists of energy modules, power management modules, RF modules, and sensing modules. Okay, so most sensors fall into two categories: digital or analog, and analog data is converted into digital value that can be transmitted to the internet. Okay, so first type of sensor is the temperature sensors, which is accelerometers, image sensor, gyroscopes, light sensors, acoustic sensors. Okay, microflow sensor, humidity sensor, gas, air, RFID, pressure sensors. So these are all are the type of example. Okay, so these are the some sensors. Okay, so IoT system building blocks consist of first control unit, then it consists of sensor. Okay, then what is the working? Okay, so collect and transmit data. First is a collect and transmit data. The device can sense the environment and collect the information related to it, and transmit it to a different device or to the internet. Actuate device based on triggers. It can be programmed to actuate other devices based on the conditions set by the user, and receive information. Device can also receive information from the network. Communication assistant, it provides the communication between two devices of the same network or a different network. Then shows working of IoT. Okay, figure shows the working of IoT. Sensors for various application are used in a different IoT devices, such as per different applications such as the temperature, power, humidity, proximity, force, etc. Okay, so gateway takes care of various wireless standard interfaces, and hence one gateway can handle multiple technologies and multiple sensors. The typical wireless technologies used widely are 6 LOWPAN, Zigbee, Z-Wave, RFID, NFC. Okay, gateway interfaces with the cloud using a backbone wireless wired technologies such as Wi-Fi, mobile, DSL, and fiber. Okay, so this is up to the building blocks and all. Now we will study a real thing, or we can say the main important thing, Arduino. Okay. So, what is Arduino? Arduino is an open source electronics platform based on a easy to use hardware and software. Okay, so Arduino boards are able to read inputs, light on a sensor, okay, a finger on a button, or a Twitter message, and turn it into a output, activating a motor, turning on LED, publishing something online. Okay, so Arduino can do many things. Okay, first is a read inputs. It can read easily inputs. Okay, then it can light on a sensor. Okay, then a finger on button. So if we press the finger button, and then it will turn on something remotely or locally. Okay, or a Twitter message. It can read the Twitter message and publish it to another place. Okay, and then activating a motor, it can also activate the motor. Okay, so a Twitter message and turn it into a output, activating a motor. So if anybody tweets something, and particular tweet is written in the code, and we can code in Arduino such like that it will activate the motor. Okay, so we can activate anything, not just a motor. We can activate a light or any yeah, in short, we can do many things using the Arduino. Okay, so turning on LED or publishing something online. Okay, so we can do many stuff by using the Arduino. The Arduino Uno can be powered via the USB connection or with an external power supply. The power source is selected automatically. Okay, so whatever the power we provided, it automatically select the power source. Okay, so if we give the external power source by using a 12-volt jack, then it will detect automatically. If we plug in the USB, then it will take power from USB. So Arduino is intelligent enough that it can detect the power source automatically. Okay, features is support fast computation, ARM based MCU. Okay, it has a ARM based MCU. AVR microcontroller clock is there, 80 SMMX 8i. Okay, so operating input voltage is a, sorry, 3.3 volt. It uses EEPROM, SRM, and flash memory. It also support USB and UART. Okay, so these are some features of Arduino. So Arduino is a very unique thing for the IoT. Okay, so and it is a open source, so anyone can use it for her for their project. Okay, and also Arduino is very user friendly. Okay. So this is uh, it for today. We will discuss Arduino in next lecture. Okay, so we will discuss many things about Arduino, and how we can program it, and how we can use for a various application. So up to now, if you have any kind of doubt related to any topic, then you can comment it down. Thank you.